Under social studies, we discussed about sources of water. But before we talk about sources of water, what did I say water is? Water is a liquid. We have so many things that are liquid: Coke, Fanta, orange, squash. We have so many of them. We have Fanta, we have Lacasera. They are all liquids. But this water is a special liquid that we talk about. You see, we can do without Coke, we can do without taking Lacasera, we can do without fizzy drink. But this water we cannot do without it. Water is one of the essential things we need in life to survive. There are 4 particular things we need in life to survive. One is air, water, shelter, and food. But water is one of them. It's one of the most important things we need in life to survive. And this water, where do we get this water? Because this water and so many things we do. Where do we get this water we are talking about? Where do we get water? Now, where do we get this water? We call it sources of water. When we talk of where do we get this water, when we talk of where do we get this water, it means you say what it means. Where can you get this water? It's from the well from no, but we're talking of sources of water. When we talk of sources of water, means where is that particular place we can get this water. We store in our houses, we store in the bucket, we store in every place. That is what we call sources of water. There are 4 main sources of water we have. One is the rain. We get sources of water through the rain that falls, natural rain that God gives to us. We get it through the tap. We can get it through rivers. Rivers, ocean, whatever it is, we get it through the rivers. And then we get it through boreholes. We get it through boreholes we have in our houses. Rainwater, tap water, river, and boreholes we get. That's why we get water. That the main sources we get water. Now we not talk about, as we get this water, we are able to store in our tanks, in our buckets, in our basins, in whatever we can, so that we are able to use them when we want it. That's why we say, where do we get water? These are the sources. And where do we get this water? We get water, the water we use from tanks, from buckets, and the rest of them. It's when we get it from this source, then we can now fill our buckets, our tank, our reservoir, everything we have with what that is. We get water. It's different from source. Source is the main place where we get this water that we can store. Then we get this water from these places. We need the source, and that is where we store them, and we get water from these places. Now, it's like I told you that water is the most important things we need in life. That is why in this coronavirus period, the government emphasizing of washing hand. And where do we get, what do we use? Is this water? That is why we keep emphasizing the school. When you go to toilet, wash your hand. When you come out from toilet, wash your hand. Before you eat, you wash your hand. After eating, you wash your hands. You flush the toilet, you wash your hands. Whatever you do, you use what hand to play on the floor, you wash your hands. You see, that is why we are able to say, we are talking of water is one of the most important things we need in life. You understand? So now you have not seen the importance of this water we have been emphasizing. Wash your hand, wash your hand. It is not today we have started telling you to wash your hands. So, and I know you continue to wash your hands to avoid any infection. And I do so, God bless you. Now, there are different kinds of, how then do we know water that is good for drinking or for taking our baths? How do we know the water? First, this water must be very clear. When I give you water to drink and there are some particles, you take them, you don't take them. It must be clear, there are no particles inside. Water must not have any taste. That's why at times when you come to school, we open your water bottle to give water, we see particles there, or we perceive any odor, we send it back to you and say the water is dirty. So water must be colorless. You can't bring water to school to drink, and then that is color red, color blue. What we say, what is wrong with this water? Then color, any good water, it must be colorless, it must be sparkling, it must be clean, it must not have odor, and it must not have taste. They are the qualities of good water. Now, when we get this water and we see they are dirty, what do? You know what we do? We treat this water, we call it purification of water. We purify this water. How do you purify this water or make the water to be clean? You add chemicals. I think we have experimented in the class once or twice. If you cannot use chemicals, you use alum, who is a local chemical. You get a piece of alum, put it in the water, leave it for about 10-15 minutes. It settles. You see that the dirt settles at the bottom of that container, and you see the clear water coming out. That's how you purify our water. You also talk about uses of water, and we have told that water is one of the most important things we need. We use that to mop, to do everything we do. Virtually, we use water. We use that to cook. We use that to take our drugs. We use water to do everything. There's nothing we do without water. And most essentially, we drink water. That's why the government emphasizes on drinking so much water to help in sustaining us. That's why even at times when you are hungry, you drink water, you have strength. So also one of the most important things we use water is for drinking. And we must drink clean water at every point in time. Now, what I want you to do for me here is to draw for me in your books the four sources of water we have. Okay, I think that is all we have. But if you have any question, you can get in touch with me. You can call me on phone and I'll explain more to you. We also talked about the family. Under studies, we talked about the family. We also talked about the family. And what is a family? The family is a group of people that are connected by blood. They are related by blood. That's what we call the family. They are related by blood, the family. But we have two kinds of family, but today we are talking about one of the family, which is the immediate family, the nuclear family, which is the father, the mother, the brother, and the sister. The nuclear family can have more than one wife. That may decide to marry 2 or 3 wives. They live in the same place, but under one father, and that is what we call the nuclear family. Now, this nuclear family has 3 groups of people: the father, the mother, and the children. Who is the head of the family of this nuclear? Is the father. Father is the head of the family. And each member of the family has different assignments they do. That is the father, the mother, and the children. As the father of the family, who is the head of the family, he must be able to pay the children's school fees. He pays the NEPA bill. He gives mother money to cook for the family. It's the duty of father. He pays the house rent. And when a child is sick, he gives mother money to take that child to the hospital. That is what I told you people. Now, for the mother too, has her own duty. The mother will cook for the family from the money daddy gives to her. And then she will take care of the family, of the children, and make sure the children come to school every day. And when the children come back from school, it is her duty to check their bags if there's any information from the school, and to make sure that the children eat. And must make sure that the children are well dressed and that the house is always clean. And there is always food for father when he comes back from work. Now, we also talk about the children. The children, they run errands for their mommy and daddy, which they must do. When we talk of errands, errands means fetching water, mopping the floor, helping to clean the sitting room, laying the bed, fetching water, depending on their age, what they are able to do to help. Because father cannot from work and fetch water. Mother herself cannot, after cooking, and go to fetch water and water. They all have different work to do. Now, what's the importance of this work each person do? When you are doing your own, I'm doing my own, then I do your own, you see everybody is very, very happy. Everybody is happy. When everybody is in, mother wake up in the morning, father is going to work to get money. Mother is cooking in the kitchen. Children will help to sweep and do other things. So when father is working, he brings money to give to mother. Mother is cooking. The children are working. See, everybody is happy. The family is happy. They come together in the evening, they sit down, they talk, and they do other things. You see, that is why it is good. Because when you don't do your work, there's always a problem. Father does not get money. Mother does not cook. Father comes back. Where is money? She's not in. Hey, I've not eaten. Where did he go to? I didn't know. Father cannot go and be. When father goes to the kitchen and he's cooking, there's a problem. When mother comes back, where did you go to? They start fighting. But when the father is doing, the mother is doing, children are doing, you see the family is happy. They are together. And they are happy. And when they pray and tell God to do something for them, God answers their prayer because God dwells in a happy family. When the mother and father are always fighting because the father cannot do his work, mother cannot do her work, there's a problem. So as members of the family have to be together and do our work. And for you children, you have to respect your mommy and your daddy, do whatever they ask you to do. And then for your homework, please help me draw the father going to work. You help me draw one. You draw father. 2, draw mother. And 3, and draw yourself. I think that's all we have for social studies. And now we also have to revise some topics we did on civic education. Now, what is civic education? Civic education is very, very important in the school curriculum. Civic education. It's very important in the school curriculum. And what is that civic education? A civic education is that teaches us about our country. And what is the name of our country you all know is Nigeria. It teaches about our country. And we, as citizens of Nigeria, it teaches us who is in Nigeria. Civic education teaches us the names of our leaders, the names of our past heroes. Heroes are those that have done something reasonable in Nigeria. You call them heroes. Like we have Tafawa Balewa, We have Azikiwe, we have Awolowo, we have Nandi, we have the rest of them, which you can find out yourself. That civic education teaches us who are you as a Nigerian. Why do you call yourself a Nigerian? What makes you to be a Nigerian? That I saw that Nigeria is someone that is born by a Nigerian father, but if mother can be American, can be anything, you are in Nigeria, you are a citizen. So you have the right to live in Nigeria. You have the right to enjoy whatever benefits are given. Like now, they still are giving palliative and the rest of them. Because in Nigeria, they will give to you. They will send money because they're in Nigeria, they will give to you. If there's any scholarship they want to give to Nigeria, they will give to you. You understand? The Nigerian government has the right to protect his people. That is why, for example, now, they say some people in China and America, they are trying, they are humiliating them, they want to kill them, and Nigerian government say because they are citizens, we are going to bring them back. Because they have a right for Nigerians to protect them. Now, civic education teaches us what we have to do to protect our country. Like the amenities that they provide for us, the government, don't destroy them. You don't harbor criminals. You don't fight, and you don't destroy your relationship with people. Wherever you are in Nigeria, you are free to live in any part of Igbo can live in Hausa land in Yoruba. Hausa can live in Yoruba, any place, because you are a Nigerian. So you can live wherever you want to live. You can go school there, you can work there, whatever they're giving there, they give to you because you are in Nigeria. You are a legitimate child of Nigeria. Now, in Nigeria, we have two kinds of communities. Like I told you, we have the rural community, we have the urban community. The rural community is like Akute, Efo, Lambe. They are rural communities. And the leaders of this community, we call them Bales or the chief. We also have the urban community, which is the town. In that community, the leader is a governor. Like we have Lagos, Abeokuta. The governor lives there. Then they have, under this rural community, they have community leaders, chiefs, that go to them whenever they have problem, they have anything, they go to them. Then the governor that lives in the urban community will now tell the president in Abuja, this is what our people need. Now, talk about the difference between the rural and the urban community. In the urban community, we have street lights, we have skyscrapers, we have offices, we have banks, we have third roads, we have checkpoints in the urban community. The governor lives there, we have secretariats, we have so many offices, we have big parks, we have the airports. But in the rural community, we have roads, some of them are not tarred. We have local checkpoints, we have local securities, and we have clinics, we have health centers. But in the urban community, we have hospitals, we have magistrate courts, we have ministries there. And the rural community depends on the urban communities for amenities like electricity, pipe bomb water, hospitals, markets, schools, and so many other things. So we'll all be very grateful for whichever community we are. We cooperate with the leaders of the community and make sure there is peace and unity wherever we live. And that is all we have for today until we meet again on Friday. Thank you so much and God bless you.